It's a 24-hour job.
Midnight.
What's the most exciting story you had this week, man?
We're about to hear it.
Ties didn't understand.
And it's funny that you say that because you are a man of few words. You don't like doing the interviews.
Yeah.
Are you one of those guys you just prefer to let the play out on the field do the talking?
Yeah, man. That's let them play do the talking. Really, not too much need to be said. I feel like anything need to be said is politicking. Honestly, but that's just my theory.
You got to admit, though, are you having a better year than you thought you could? Are you? You've had a great year. There's no question.
Yeah, I projected myself doing this. Honestly, I knew there was no double team Sammy and all that good stuff. So, if I feel like I capitalize on my, what I get thrown to me, then I'll have a great season.
Do you feel like now more of the attention is coming your way from defenses, and do you feel like now you're even stepping up even more than you were to kind of make the plays in traffic and things like that?
Yeah, I've been doing this since my freshman year, so it's really not a surprise to me. It might be to some people, but, I knew I could do this since my freshman year, and I felt like I showed people that, but to come out and have this big of a season, I guess it's a surprise to some.
What do you feel like has been the key to your success this year, building on the freshman sophomore years?
I would say strength and speed. Having a whole off season, dedicated to football. It's made a big impact.
I told somebody the other day that I feel like you're not only playing for Clemson, you've probably got your eyes set a little bit higher and maybe a little bit down the road. How much is that in your thoughts?
That's not really my thoughts. I'm capturing this moment, right now, and enjoying every day, every minute of what's going on right now. You think about long term. You kind of forget to have fun right now. So I'm really not worried about all that.
How do you think defenses are going to start attacking you now, considering the amount of success you're having?
Well, if I was a great defensive-minded coach, what would I do? I don't know, man. You got to pick your poison. I hope they keep, trying to focus in on, other players and leaving me single coverage. But I don't know, man. It's hard. We got so many playmakers out there. You really can't choose, a certain person to focus on.
So, how would you defend yourself? You used to play in the secondary.
I would double team me. I feel like I'm worth that double team now. But I don't know.
What is it? Virginia Tech last year. You guys really had your way against them twice. What was it about those games that? You guys struggled in some other games against maybe some teams people didn't think you should struggle against, but Virginia Tech, you just had their number last year.
I don't know, man. Last year we kind of played down to opponents, and it was a big game. We kind of played up to, to our level of play. Last year, we knew we had a lot on the line, after coming off that South Carolina loss. We had AC championship. We couldn't let that one step up from us. But we played good against Virginia Tech. I guess Coach Morris, he dials up their defense pretty good, and we played down to opponents last year, but Virginia Tech, we knew we had to have that win.
Is there any thought that you can't really let them sneak up on? Virginia Tech's kind of had just an absolute roller coaster of a year, but this is still a pretty strong football program in the ACC.
Yeah, we don't overlook anybody. We didn't overlook the teams that the teams that we played first couple games that weren't that good. We gotta if you're playing Division I football, you're capable of beating anybody. So we're not worried about their record. We know we gotta do it to beat these guys.
You think they may come in here, especially from a defensive standpoint, come in here with a chip on the shoulder, considering last year against you guys and then the North Carolina game a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, playing on Division I football, revenge is a big thing you always think about. Last year Georgia Tech. And our 8-0 season, and coming to that game, a lot of guys, we knew we had to have their revenge, and kind of like Virginia Tech, and us, we messed up their chances of winning the AC championship, so they're going to have a chip on their shoulders coming in.